Hello, friends. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, back with another live video today. It's a beautiful day today. I'm gonna be going outside in a little bit and enjoying this great weather. I'm gonna let people start getting in. For those of you that don't know who I am, I'm a multi-instrumentalist, record producer, recording artist, musician, and my peers call me the space rocker of the planet Earth since high school. So that's why I call myself the space rocker of the planet Earth. Not only because of that, but I truly believe that God gave me this special talent. It's not a delusion. So, for those of you that are just getting in, like I said, it's a beautiful day outside. I'm going to be talking about some things today. You might want to stick around because the theme for today is going to be, is it better to work alone or is it better to work with a team? Is it better to work alone or is it better to work with a team of people? So, I usually take it a step back and talk about the news of the day, the real news, and the not so real news. So, I'm going to start with that today. And of course, I usually like entertainment news. And they mentioned that Nicki Minaj, a rapper, got arrested in the Netherlands. I do have a lot of friends in the Netherlands, a lot of friends that listen to my music, and I've never been in the Netherlands so far yet, but I'm willing to go and I want to go. I have so many friends there, but I have to tell you something about that. When you become an artist of the caliber of Nicki Minaj, she was just recently here in my town and she pulled, I think, over 15,000 people that night. When you are a type, the type of artist that you can pull, stadiums, and you have, and of course we're gonna have be talking about working alone and working with a team. She has a team of people that work for her and all that. But the thing is that when you that big, sometimes you think in your mind that you can be getting away with stuff that nobody else can get away with, and that's not the case. Especially if you're overseas and you're in a country that is not even your country, and you start creating havoc over there, you know, you're gonna get arrested. They're gonna put you in jail, and you're gonna have to suffer the consequences just like anybody else. Of course, people know who you are. They might know who you are because you're so famous and everything, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna get special treatment, especially with the authorities, because either the authorities know you or they don't. Some authorities, some people in authority, they can care less about any artist. So you're gonna get treated just like a regular Joe. So be careful out there. I mean, my condolences go for whatever she did, whatever move she made that wasn't right. She needs to correct that because it doesn't matter how big you are, how big of an artist you are. Nobody's above the law, and that's all I got to say about that. And of course, somebody from her team is gonna go and bail her out, of course, and That, that's the advantages of having a team. If she was by herself, she didn't have anybody, she might have just spent more time in jail. But now, she's probably gonna be there a few hours, maybe a few days. I don't know how it works over there, but you know, somebody from her team is gonna try to take care of it. Now, in that was the real news, okay? That's as real as you can get. Somebody getting arrested, especially in a foreign country, okay? And of course, a lot of people think that because you coming from the United States, you have special privileges. No, it doesn't matter where you come from. If you're in a foreign country and those people want to arrest you, you did something wrong, you're going to get arrested. Okay? Moving on to some other real news. And this is something that I wanted to talk about. It's probably I'm going to talk about this alone in a video by itself, because things are moving so fast. Technology is moving so fast. And of course, I'm being the space rocker of the planet Earth. You have to know something. This is what you got to know. Nothing's impossible. Science fiction is only fiction until it's done, and there's only 12 notes in music, space music, or the universe. Of course, there's only one little bitty rule that you have to follow, and it'll knock out all three of them. Gravity is real. Just make sure you know that one, okay? Gravity is real. So, for all you space rockers out there want to be, there's only 12 notes. Science fiction is only fiction until it's done, and nothing is impossible. But there's one thing that knocks all three of them. Gravity is real. And I'm glad you guys are in there. And we're talking today about, is it better to be alone, to work alone, or work on a team? I got some people coming in there. I'm not sure how this is working right now, really, to tell you the truth. I guess I got some comments coming on. I'll check those comments in a bit. In a minute, I'm getting some people from the other side of the world. That's fine and dandy. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you, everybody around the world that have listened to my music, watch my videos and everything. But let's keep it going. Marketers and AI. Marketers and AI. Okay, artificial intelligence. That's what they're talking about. Artificial intelligence. How will the marketers be able to reach more people? This time, marketing is a very, very difficult subject. It's very difficult. It's one of the things that make the world moves. You put something in front of somebody and they buy it. That is marketing. You just got to put it in in front of as many people that you can, so that they can eventually see it so many times that they want to buy it. And now with artificial intelligence, it's going to be easier for people to put it in front of people. If you're a marketer, you're going to have to be able to do it with AI, artificial intelligence. But at the same time, there's only a few of people that are going to survive, because if you don't have the technology that you need, the artificial intelligence technology that you need to reach those people, and you don't have the funds behind it, then all these marketing firms with all these people and all this bureaucracy, it's all going to go away. It's all going to go away. And the other day, they were talking about trucks trucks going away in 10 years, they really don't tell you the truth on that one. Okay? Because things are moving so fast. So fast. And I tell you, if you blink, you're going to miss it. And what happens is this. Maybe it's not 10 years. Maybe it's 5 years. Especially here in the United States and the developed countries, okay? Now, you're always going to have this, so you're going to have two different worlds. Two different worlds. You're going to have the world of technology and you're going to have the world that lag behind. And the word that lag behind, I would call those the scavengers. The scavengers are going to be like crazy trying to get on top of each other. And that's not going to be pretty. So you got to see how this world is moving and how everything is going so fast that the thing that you used to do to be able to make a living might not be here in the next 2 to 5 years. So, in order for you to survive this world, you're going to have to get with the program, basically. And that's all I have to say about that one because I want to move on to other things. And I got here some other stuff that was on the news. Of course, they have uh, the president and the ex-president going at each other's throat, but there's a little in between somebody. The name is Kennedy. Will he run? Will he be the spoiler? Is this gonna be a spoiler alert? Is it gonna matter if somebody else's run? Because you got the two big candidates, and then you have all the other little ones that are trying to run, of course. So, is it gonna be another Ross Perot? Remember that deal back then? Is it gonna be something like, you know, another Ralph Nader, or and you get the drift. Like if it's a 5%, 3%, or a like 2% margin on the election, anybody can get in there and spoil the news. Okay? And when I say spoil the news is they might just spoil the whole thing for whoever candidate that thought they had it in their pocket. So it's going to be very interesting for sure. And of course, I'm going to go into what I said I was going to go to it. Is it better to work alone or work with a team? I need you guys to comment on there. I myself can tell you this much. I have worked basically alone most of my life. I'm very independent and I have worked mostly alone, especially in my music, since day one. But have also worked with teams. I had to work with teams even though I'm working alone. I had to join some teams. You say bands, maybe you call that, or I had to join some bands or work with some bands to be able to you know keep keep going. But I mostly, especially in my music, I mostly worked alone. So I would say that it's not better one way or another. I think it has to be a combination of both. And please comment if you ever worked alone or worked with teams. I myself prefer to work alone. Okay, uh, work alone on my music, and then just have all the music there. And if I need some musicians, I'll gather the musicians and we'll just do the music. But I prefer to work alone. Now, what do you prefer? Do you prefer to work alone, or do you prefer to work in a team? I'm starting to find out that eventually I will have to get a team. I will have to get a team because the work is going to be so much that I will not be able to handle it by myself. So I'll make that decision when the time comes. But I tell you what, I think, and I'm starting to think, that it's better to do both. Work alone on the things that you know how to do well, and then work with a team, because you can't usually don't have the capacity to work on all the aspects that a career needs. You know, the like, for example, if I go on tour, I'm gonna need a team. I'm gonna need people to do this, do that, And I've been going on tour on my own, you know, but it's very hard because I have to do everything. And hopefully, soon enough, I will start creating a team and it will be better. But going back to the Nicki Minaj, I'm really sorry that happened to her. But look, you cannot be creating havoc in another country. It doesn't matter who you are, if you're a great artist, or if you're, you know, a very famous person. That doesn't really matter, especially to the authorities. That's something I had to learn on my own too. With this one, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my music and follow my videos. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. I like for you to comment. Do you prefer to work alone, or do you prefer to work with a team? Please let me know in the comments. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth. Today, with the theme of, do you like to work alone, or do you like to work with a team? I'll see you in my next video.